My so-called life is sponsored by So it definitely was a productive week here in the House of Sewing. I decided to take a day off and I definitely needed it. This past week, I made a beautiful striped hoodie. I made a pair of pants and I rescued two sewing machines. One is the meaning of perfection and the other machine needs a little bit of help. But don't we all? But like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's go check it out.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
In over half the homes in America, people rely on Kenmore appliances. No other brand can out-sparkle, out-fluff, or out-satisfy a Kenmore. So you don't have to go far to find the best. Come over to our house. Kenmore, in 1 out of 2 homes in America, and exclusively at Sears.
So it is no secret that I own quite a few sewing machines. And in my travels, I have never seen a Kenmore sewing machine this small. I wouldn't necessarily call this a mini sewing machine because it's just a little bit bigger than a mini sewing machine, but this is not what I would consider a full body sewing machine. Nevertheless, this Sears Kenmore sewing machine is mighty. It's all metal and it's something that I was shocked to find. Lately, my local Goodwill has had quite a few sewing machines. It's always hit or miss, which it's usually miss. But in the past week, I have purchased 2 beautiful sewing machines. This Sears Kenmore is no joke. But like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's go check it out. So this is definitely a moment of truth for this machine. I'm really impressed with this sewing machine because it's all metal. But let's check it out. Once it gets going like a Studebaker, this throws down the perfect stitch. This is something that I would travel with. This is compact. It's not necessarily light, but this is the perfect sewing machine. So welcome to the fleet, kid. And like I always say, this is definitely a victory in the House of Sewing. Red is definitely a color that I have avoided for years, and I really do not even know why. Maybe it's too much MTV. As the years go on, I developed a style and it was wearing a lot of black and white. But in the past 2 years, I've started adding color to my wardrobe and it has absolutely changed everything. I love the feel and the look of these pants. I love how they came out. And yes, I am definitely Captain Tweed. These pants are tweed and they are perfect for this time of year because they are toasty. I am definitely calling this a victory here in the House of Sewing. So recently, I was wandering through one of my local thrift stores, and in the middle of me just kind of wandering around looking at things, I noticed a sewing table. I can spot a sewing table in any situation. I do not care if there's things on top of it. If it's obstructed, I'll see the leg and, oh, That's a sewing table. So when I spotted this sewing table, I instantly had to justify why I was going to bring this home. I still don't have an answer, but I'm literally sitting on it. One of the things that I absolutely love about sewing in general is that you do not have to stay in the box. I love making my giant peasant hoods. It's something that I've come to do over the years and something that I absolutely love making. So when I saw this particular material, I already knew what I was going to turn it into. I had a vision and everything came out perfect. This hoodie is humongous. I was wearing it on a semi-windy day, so it was all over the place. But this is something that I'm going to start marketing towards people that have dreadlocks, long hair, or anybody who is looking for a hoodie that is extremely large. This is something that I love to do, but this is also something that's becoming my staple. So I'm going to keep making giant hoods and continue to have fun while I'm doing it. This is definitely another victory here in the House of Sewing. So if you've made it this far, I absolutely thank you. And like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.